Gone are the days where you can buy a home in Denver, rent out the basement, and pretty much live for free. Unless you're living in 2015, that is just not gonna happen. And even then, are you even analyzing your deal correctly? I remember going onto this one webinar and this investor said, hey, I'm cash flowing about $600 a month on this property, check it out. But after I analyzed it and putting in a lot more variable expenses, the truth is that you are not gonna cash flow on that place. Either way, you gotta make sure that the numbers are accurate but conservative. So in this video, we'll go over the expectations of how much you can make on a house hack, and if it's lower than you thought, why that's not such a bad thing. So with that, let's jump in. So back in 2015, the median home price was about $315,000 in the Denver area, and the interest rates were about 4%. And if you put a down payment of about 5%, your mortgage is about $2,000 with taxes and insurance included. Those days are definitely gone because nowadays you're looking at a median home price of $590,000 and interest rates hovering around 7%. So if you were to put down that same 5% on a $590,000 home at 7% interest rates, your mortgage is approximately $4,500 per month. Now, this isn't to discourage you. This is actually just to set the reality and give you a reality check. So that being said, I set the stage for you. So how do we work with those numbers? And before we begin, did you know I analyze these house hacks for all of my clients? And so if you want to be a client of mine so that I can help you out with the deal analysis, please let me know. Put it in the comments or shoot me a text, email, or phone call. All my information is in the description below. And of course, if you like videos like these, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm here to do this for you. I'm not doing this for my health, so it's all for you. So the numbers we're going to be going over is actually with an active listing at the time of this recording. It's 7170 Zuni Street over in Denver. And I'm not sure if it's Zuni or Zuni, but it's Z-U-N-I. So if you want to look it up, feel free to. And at the time of this recording, it's been on the market for about 12 days and has 709 views. So it's pretty hot at this point in time. So what's great about this property is that it has a separate entrance going right into the basement, and that's already really attractive if you don't want to have any sort of people living with you on the main floor. Another beautiful thing about it is that there's a kitchen set up downstairs. So it's a 2-bed, 1-bath downstairs and a 3-bed, 1-bath upstairs. And so let's see how much you can make on a 2-bed, 1-bath in that general area based on AirDNA statistics. So it looks like the projected average daily rate is about $146 per night. Now, this is where a lot of people get stuff wrong, especially when they analyze Airbnbs, where $146 per night, it sounds amazing to a lot of people. But the thing is that they're probably not factoring in vacancy. It's not going to be occupied 100% of the time, so let's go back to AirDNA and see how much it's projected to be occupied throughout the month. So the projected occupancy is about 62%, but let's be a little bit more conservative here and we'll round down to about 50%. So if it was fully occupied, the property could make about $146 per night. For 30 nights, that's about $43.80 per month. But when you factor in the 50% vacancy, you're more likely to make approximately $2,190 per month. So putting it all together, let's say you have that median priced home mortgage of $4,500 and then you make $2,190 per month, you're paying about $2,300 out of pocket. I know it's a huge difference compared to what it was back in 2015, and it's probably not what you want to hear, but there's also one more thing to know. I know personally when I book an Airbnb, I expect TVs, couches, towels, linens, all that good stuff, and I want it to be properly furnished, right? So you, as a potential Airbnb owner for the basement, need to make sure that everything's good to go. So the upfront cost of having an Airbnb will be higher, which is why a lot of my clients are looking towards the mid-term rental strategy, but I won't be talking about that here. That's probably for a separate video. On the surface, it feels like it's not going to be worth it to house hack, but au contraire, mon frère, there are still some huge benefits with home ownership. So first, let's compare it to renting a home. So let's just say we wanted to rent out 7170 Zuni Street as a renter, right? The market would say that it's worth approximately $3,300 per month to rent out the whole house as a long-term rental. And I'm sure most of y'all who haven't bought a home yet would think that 5 bedrooms is a lot and massive, and you're right. Most renters look for, let's say, 2-bed, 1-bath condos for themselves, or maybe even a 4-bedroom place and rent out the other 3 bedrooms just to mitigate that rent as much as possible. So let's say a 2-bedroom condo is worth about $1,700 per month, depending on where the condo is and all the amenities, right? So on one hand, you could pay about $1,700 per month for a 2-bedroom condo, or you could pay $2,300 per month for a 5-bedroom, 2-bath place and live in the 3-bed, 1-bath upstairs of 7170 Zuni Street. Yeah, you're still paying about $600 more per month, but I would argue you're saving that much more money through depreciation and tax benefits. I'm no CPA, and I just want to get that straight here, but I do have the experience with it being a real estate professional, and I've been saving a significant amount of money based on that status. And what's cool about the real estate professional status is that you can reach it by managing and operating an Airbnb like yours. And what's great about that real estate professional status is that you can use those write-offs towards your W-2 income. If you were to make a whole bunch of money in your W-2, write it off with your management of the Airbnb. Again, I'm no CPA, but talk to your tax professional about it and they can guide you with it and know all the guidelines so that you can try to reach that as fast as possible, especially if you're a high income earner. Many of my clients appreciate the time and effort I put into these specific properties that they're looking at. I know the deal analysis thing is a little bit crazy, especially when I'm not working on a spreadsheet with you at this point in time, but if you ever need help, I'm here to guide you. Shoot me an email, send me a text, give me a call. All my contact information is down below in the description. Hope this information just gives you a good idea of what house hacking is and why it's the #1 way to get started in the real estate journey. And if you're still confused, just hit me up. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.